Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. Now before I get into this episode of Drag Race, I just want to really quickly talk about the first episode of Celebrity Drag Race that aired. I haven't really seen too many people talking about it, so I don't know if I'm alone on this, but I thought it was really funny. I enjoyed it a lot. Trixie, Bob, and Monet all have really good chemistry. They're all really funny. And the three celebrities, they weren't really celebrities, but nonetheless, I still found it really entertaining. They did a snatch game, and the snatch game itself was funny as fuck. And all the makeovers looked fairly good. To be honest, I'm a little bit more excited for the next episode of Celebrity Drag Race than the next episode for season 12. Not gonna lie. Although we are gonna know our finale queens after next episode because we know Sherry's not gonna be in the finale, so whoever goes home after next week, our top 5 is really our top 4, so I'm excited about that for sure. Well, starting the episode off, obviously Jan is gone and all the queens are mourning the loss of their fellow sister, but at the same time they are celebrating Heidi's win, Heidi's first win, and it makes her one of the only other queens to have a win other than Gigi and Allison. Crazy, I feel like nobody has really won anything other than Gigi and Sherry. So I'm very happy that Heidi has this win under her belt. You know, I really didn't expect her to make it this far, to be honest, but at this point, I could see her being in the finale. I think she would put on a sickening finale performance. Like, oh my god, could you imagine the shit that she would pull? The next day, the girls are all in the workroom, and there's no video message. RuPaul just comes right into the room and says that their mini challenge, they're all gonna have to pretend to be cats for some reason. I'm sure there was some, product placement or something going on that I kind of blocked out. But before I talk about anything, I just want to address the outfit that Gigi Goode had on when she was pretending to be a cat. Y'all already know that I'm going to completely rip off that look and wear that for my video next week because she looked so sickening. As for the mini challenge, the queen who won was Jackie Cox, and she was pretty good. She did a whole Eartha Kitt kind of a thing where she just did the whole Eartha Kitt voice and was purring the whole time, which is obviously a good idea because she won. She's definitely catering to things that RuPaul likes. I, however, think that Crystal should have won the mini challenge. It was really funny how she was just being very casual and knocking stuff down and playing the litter. If I was RuPaul, I would have given this one to Crystal, but whatever. And then I also want to just say, what Widow Vaughn do in the mini challenge? I was a little bit uncomfortable.
Oh, you like to play rough, don't you, Fuzzy Wuzzy? Oh.
It was a little bit strange. And then, of course, somehow, somebody still managed to do a split. Jada, climbing up the giant cat post, slid on down into a split. But like I said before, Jackie Cox was the winner of the mini challenge. She didn't have to do anything with the other girls. She just won a prize package from, Fierce Drag Jewels or something like that, which is lovely. Honey, the Fierce Drag Jewels are what's up. They are sickening. In this episode, Raven joins RuPaul in the walkthrough, and oh my god, I mean, I think everybody knows what I'm gonna say, but Jesus Christ, Raven is so beautiful, her mug is so gorgeous, and I love her in that electric blue hair. I don't know if she knew the theme was supposed to be stars and stripes, and that's why she wore the blue hair, if it was supposed to be patriotic, or if it just worked out that way, but it seemed very patriotic, which is kind of the theme of this whole season, I feel like. And I don't know if it was just me, but I kind of feel like Raven stole all the girls' thunder during the walk-around, which obviously she works with RuPaul, she knows how to make RuPaul laugh. Every time one of the contestants would try to make a joke, Raven would just kind of make a joke and one-up theirs and would crack RuPaul up. Heidi made some kind of a joke, and Raven said something about the GOP, and then Heidi has to get into the GAP, the gap in her tooth. And RuPaul fucking lost it. Another thing about Raven being with RuPaul during this, she has, without a doubt, given the best advice that any of, the guests in the walkthrough have given her compared to Bob Harper. Baby, I would much rather hear Raven's advice on what to do on RuPaul's Drag Race than Bob Harper's advice. Good on the production for actually bringing in somebody helpful. Even when they had Vanjie on Snatch Game, interesting choice. And during the walkthrough, Raven immediately comes for Widow Von Du and her nasty little biscuit basket shoes that seemed to be a running gag. Leslie Jones made fun of the shoes. They made fun of them the first episode, and now Raven's coming for the ugly shoes. Heidi joked about the ugly shoes during Snatch Game. So Widow really must have some little biscuit basket shoes. And then when they get to Jackie Cox, they're kind of talking her up like she's gonna win. Everything she's saying there is getting received really well. RuPaul's not really questioning everything that Jackie's saying like she was doing to the other girls, but oh honey, that was definitely a setup. Because Jackie did not win this week, that's for sure. So now onto the actual debate. I hate to bring her up, but the first thing that they said on the debate was introduced Sherry Pie, and she said that she wants to like force feed America or something, which normally would be fine, but considering the whole steroid issue, it was just a little weird. I didn't like that. They should have cut that moment, honestly. Or maybe they showed that to further the narrative that she's a fucking weirdo. There were actually a lot of really good standout moments during this whole panel. It had everything that I love in a Drag Race challenge. There were queens who were really, really good, and there were some queens who absolutely flopped. I was just watching the pit stop with Bob the Drag Queen while I was getting ready, and he was saying with Detox, because she was the guest on there, that they really liked Widow Von Du's performance and they were shocked that she wasn't in the top this episode. And oh my god, I completely disagree. I thought Widow did not do good at all this challenge, and it pains me so much to say this because you guys know that I fucking love Widow. I'm obsessed with her. But, I mean, like, the first thing she said was, like, she just, like, did the hokey pokey. What? Who? Why? It made no sense. It sucked watching Widow because I understood her character completely and it was not even that poorly executed, but none of the jokes landed. So I'll talk about Crystal really quick. The only thing that really stood out to me about Crystal was the fact that she had the mullet in her wig, which was, you know, a funny moment. And then, of course, they have to take the opportunity to play the song behind it. Oh, okay, and then I also want to say that, like, okay, so spoiler alert, obviously. I understand why Jackie Cox was in the bottom two this episode. Watching her on the debate, she started strong. When they started introducing everybody, I thought she was going to win. I immediately got the character. She was Canadian, but was trying to not act Canadian-American. But, girl, it was just flat. Then Gigi Good was really... She's really sticking to this whole, like, monotone bitch voice that she did for the robot and that she did for the perfume commercial. She's kind of doing the same voice and also acting like a robot in this challenge. And she even kind of, like, hinted and was like, I'm a real girl, not a robot. We saw what happened with Plastique and her little accent last season, girl. You don't want to fall into doing the same thing over and over again. The judges don't like that. Crystal did her signature makeup once and they wanted her to change it up, so... Gigi was smart, and she did have a moment to get out from behind the panel and, like, do a runway walk and show off that gorgeous outfit and just the fit of those pants. Oh my god. It was so good. My all-time favorite moment in this whole debate was when Widow Von Du commented about Gigi's walk, and then Gigi had a rebuttal for the comment, and then Allison had a retittal for the rebuttal. And then Jada had a retittle for the rebuttal of the initial comment. The way that that whole thing played out was so organically comedy gold. Oh, and I can't believe that I haven't talked about Jada at all, because, I mean, again, spoiler alert, Jada won this challenge, rightfully fucking so. She was so funny, and it was a good, like, satirical take on politics today. One of my other favorite moments was when Jeff Goldblum asked Jada a question. I don't remember what the question was, but immediately she just goes, Heidi, a question, and, like, just throws the question to Heidi, and then when Jeff Goldblum is like, no, the question was for you, Jada points and is like, look over there.
How do you plan to engage younger voters?
That's a question.
Yeah. Yeah, and what's the answer?
Look over there.
Jada, same question.
Heidi, question.
What?
Look over there.
Where?
It's the kind of stupid, nonsensical humor that I want from RuPaul's Drag Race challenges. She did it twice, and I was like, oh, did I rewind this? No, she did it again. And both times, it was funny. I feel like Heidi didn't really say a lot during the actual debate, but we did get a lot of good reactions with her. And the judges even pointed it out during deliberations that if she wasn't speaking, she was clutching her pearls or she was gasping or something. And I think that's probably what saved her, because other than her gasping and grabbing the pearls, I hate to say, but Heidi was a little bit forgettable. I also, before I move on to, like, the runways and stuff, there was another weird moment in the debate where, I don't know, maybe I need to rewatch it. I don't remember what the context was, but out of nowhere, it just cuts to Widow Von Du screaming, terrorist! And I hate that I laughed so hard at it. I know terrorism is not a joke, sweetie, but hearing Widow Von Du scream terrorist really tickled me pink. And then Widow Von Du calls Jeff Goldblum uneducated, and all the other girls go crazy, and then Heidi faints, and then they bring in Michelle via satellite, and then cut her off right away. It just turned into utter chaos at the end. If it was on the World of Warcraft meme spectrum, it would have been chaotic evil, honey. Not chaotic neutral, not chaotic good, that was chaotic evil, what was going on at the end of that skit. But hey, it was entertaining. Onto the runway, there is no Michelle Visage this week. How fucking weird. Literally, this is like the first episode Michelle has missed since she started on season 3. She's been on every single episode. So it's really crazy not to have her. So our judges are Rachel Bloom, Carson Kressley, and Jeff Goldblum. And the runway theme is Stars and Stripes. And first up is Crystal Method. And I mean, talk about opening up with a motherfucking bang, sweetie, because this look is not just a firework. Wink wink. This is Crystal's best look that she has worn, in my opinion. Without a fucking doubt. She looks so sickening. Her makeup is absolutely gorgeous. I love her in this short, sleek hair. I know the judges kind of said it was a little bit too busy. The judges weren't really gagging, but honey, I was definitely gagging. After Crystal is Heidi, and this look is actually, I really like this look. It's very retro. I feel like it's very classic drag. A sequin short skirt with a poofy sleeve and a thigh-high boot. Nothing inventive or crazy, but definitely a strong look, and she looks gorgeous. Her makeup is definitely improving. The hair and makeup from episode 1 to now, there's definitely improvement, honey. After Heidi, we have Widow Von Du, and after Crystal, Widow's look is my favorite on the runway. I love that she is the only one who's not actually wearing red, white, and blue, but she still has the stars and stripes. The fact that she's wearing just black and white in a simple silhouette, but has these giant stars coming off of her hips and her shoulders, it's really impactful and it really makes a statement on the runway. Honestly, now that I'm thinking about it, I'm gonna have to knock Crystal down a peg and say Widow Von Du had my favorite runway look this episode. Really sucks knowing the outcome. And then Jackie Cox, and I get what she's trying to do, but this main fabric that is just devouring her entire being is so ugly. It looks like a picnic table, a striped picnic table. It's not gingham. I know it's not picnic table fabric, but it looks like a picnic table. I hate to say it, but I'm definitely not into it. Sorry, Jackie. And then we have Gigi Good, this Yankee Doodle dandy ass bitch, Paul Revere motherfucker up in here. Yes. Yes. This is a great example of how to wear like a leotard on the main stage of Drag Race and not get red for it. Yes, she just had a leotard and you could see the bottom of the leotard, but it is a fucking really smart idea. I would have never thought to do like a Paul Revere, the British are coming type of look. But obviously, she looks incredible. The outfit's sickening, the hair and makeup is gorgeous. I have not one complaint. And then finally is Jada Essence Hall, and I have a love-hate relationship with this outfit because it's really fucking tacky. Like, oh my god, this is really like, this is a lot. This is a lot. The little red, white, and blue stripe right over the pussy and the little patches over the nipples. It's a lot, but I think I like it. The giant shoulders are big enough without being too big. Her hair is all up and out of her face. She clearly knows what she's doing, and I really wonder if she made this outfit, because if she made this, then holy shit, she's so fucking talented. So Widow Von Du sadly gets the worst critiques out of the girls. Without a doubt, she has the worst critiques, and then Jackie probably gets the second worst critiques. And there is a moment when Jeff Goldblum brings up the fact that like her religion is like anti-gay and anti-women in a way, and I was like, oh, a little touchy. But then of course Jackie started crying again. Jackie's been crying a lot, and all I was thinking was, her eyes get so red when she cries. So Jada is the winner this week, obviously. I mean, Jada seriously did have the strongest character in the debate, and this runway look tonight is definitely something that leaves an impression. Whether you like it or not, you're not gonna forget it. Jackie Cox and Widow Von Du lip sync to Katy Perry's Firework. When the song started, I thought immediately, this is probably gonna be a snooze fest, honey, but it was a pretty good lip sync. I'm really impressed with Jackie. Jackie is just surprising me every single week. I didn't think she was going to be such an energetic performer. It was hard to watch, but I definitely think that Jackie beat Widow. It could have been a double Shantae, but it wasn't. This isn't Firework is not a double Shantae kind of a song, in my opinion. It's a little bit boring. Even though there were no death drops, no high kicks, no splits, no flips, no nuts, no butts, no chickens, no ducks. But it was still a great lip sync. Jackie Cox is the winner of the lip sync, and as it pains me to say that Widow Von Du has to go home. When she was eliminated, she said to RuPaul, she was crying, she said, "I just hope I didn't disappoint you." And RuPaul was like, "You didn't disappoint me." And that was so, oh my god, I can't. I'm really gonna miss seeing Widow next episode. Y'all know I was team motherfucking Widow from day one. I was so confident she was gonna be in the top 4. I really thought that we were gonna have a big girl winner, and I thought it was gonna be Widow. So I'm a little bit disappointed to see her go. I'm happy to see Jackie still in the competition, I guess, but it's not really any consolation. Untucked this week was a little bit boring. It was kind of weird that they didn't just play Untucked directly after the episode like they normally do. They played Untucked after Celebrity Drag Race, so we had like 3.5 hours of Drag Race. So if we're gonna have that for the next few Fridays, I'm ready for it. I'm excited. I have absolutely no idea what next episode is gonna be, but after next episode, we know who our top 4 is. Who do you guys think is gonna win? I mean, I have been avoiding spoilers, but I think it's pretty obviously gonna be in the top 4. Sherry, she can't participate though. Jada, Gigi. I think it's gonna be Jackie and maybe Crystal, because I don't think Heidi's gonna make it to the finale. I hate to say it, but who knows? We will see next week who goes home. Maybe next week they'll bring someone back. Maybe there'll be a double elimination. Maybe there'll be a double save. Who knows? I'm excited. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Make sure that you subscribe. If you didn't like the video, go ahead and dislike it. I don't really care. In fact, if you really hated it, go ahead and leave me the nastiest, most hateful comment. All your hate that you have towards Brita Filter, leave it on my comment section so I could get my engagement up, honey. And y'all already know, make sure to check the description and go and follow me on Instagram. Again, thank you so much for watching. I love you. Bye.